the Fired Up Sports network of shows. Please check out other Fired Up Sports Network podcasts like the P-Lot Pod, Water Cooler Talk, Bell Smashers, Philly Sports Love and Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Fired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out Mark Ramos' Roundup on firedupsports.com, which breaks down the happenings going on with all your favorite local teams.
You're listening to Drunk on Broad, Philly Sports Unfiltered. From Broad Street down to the bank, we bleed red, green, black, blue, and gray. Racial classes, game day pride. Philly's hardware, drunk on the ride. A.G. Elliott flying high tonight. Six stars lights up, the sky's so bright. Flyers crash like thunder on the ice. Philly swinging, everything's nice. Union chanting, passion loud and raw. City of grit, we break every law. Uptown, drunk on broad. No, we don't sleep. City of champions, running deep. For another round, let's make it loud. Feel it forever. We're Broad Street proud. Drunk on Broad, yeah, we're home. Drunk on Broad.
Oh well, good evening, boys. It's been a hot minute. We're back. We got a lot to talk about. We got since the last time we talked on April 7th, we've had a lot go down. We've got
A long time ago. Almost a
listen-
fortnight, one would say.
4 scores, 7 years.
4
ago.
scores and 13 podcasts to go.
Howie Roseman dominated the draft. Yeah, well, listen, we got draft stuff to talk about. We got some off-season stuff, and now we're starting to see the schedule leaks, which officially will come out tomorrow. I saw one 47 minutes ago. The Eagles and Jaguars at Tottenham Stadium.
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
So listen, I figure we'll start off talking about the draft. We can kind of go there, and then at some point in time we'll kind of meander through off-season stuff. They had the rookie mini camp. A lot going on. So talk to me about the draft, right? The draft night comes down. You've got the Eagles trade up from 23 to 20. They select Mekhi Lemon.
Lemon.
Kind of spells the news of
Remember
AJ Brown for the offseason. That kind of makes that move kind of makes the AJ Brown move unofficially official.
Or doesn't.
Mm.
Well, listen, with all the
We're
drama
running
going
7
on
wides.
in New England, seems to me like it wouldn't surprise me if another team swoops in and kind of tries to make that deal sweetener. But
Kansas
Kansas City's in the mix. The Rams kind of jump. I'm sure would love to jump back in that conversation. But talk to me about Mekhi Lemon. Talk to me about the addition of a guy who's smaller, kind of in the same mold frame as an. I know a lot of the draft comps with Njigba and
Amon-Ra 2.0.
St. Brown.
Yeah.
Only 3 drops, for his
career.
in that college career. But a guy that needs to get the ball in space, get the ball on timing routes. Talk to me about what you think about that addition to the offense.
Good, Joe.
Well, Rich, I'm going to try to sell you on him. We could go. This could be This could be Njigba or this could be JJ Arthega-Whiteside.
It could be Jalen Rager.
But he could be Nelson Aguilar too. But
Could be.
no, I mean, he did win the award for the best college wide receiver in college football his last year at USC. So, I mean, his body of work, his production, his route running, his playmaking ability. I mean, he's not going to light the world on fire with speed, but he's physically physically and mentally built for the position. He's built for Philly. I mean, if you look at the draft board, nobody had. I don't think anybody had him going past 13. Everybody thought
Yeah.
maybe the Rams would swoop in and take him at 13. But he's the kind of guy who he should just thrive in the slot. He can play some outside, but with what we're transitioning to offensively, I don't see why he can't come in and have success right away because he's automatically going to draw the third defender. Running out of the slot, typically you get the third corner or maybe a safety, but he's the kind of guy who he could catch in volume. He can break tackles. He's physically gifted. He can cut on a dime. Just looking at little tidbits from videos I've seen in college and what he's been doing in camp. Just he's shifty. I mean, he catches the ball. I mean, that's really all you can ask for. He can get separation. He's just a shifty kind of guy who I mean, the Steelers were going to take him you saw draft night. The Steelers were just about to take. They couldn't believe that he was still on the board, and then we thank you Dallas for trading with us again. But
Thanks, Jerry.
thanks a lot, Jerry. I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move with what this offense is going to look like with they're talking about more under center and play action and quick timing stuff and you know stuff where he can catch the ball in space and get a lot of yak. So I have no problem with that pick at that position. I wanted an offensive line in the first round, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think for what was available, his talent level, I think it was a player that they couldn't pass him up.
Yeah, I think Howie did the right thing. It was best player available, and he got him.
Yeah.
I mean, we all wanted offensive line, or I know, like I was corner, safety, depending on who was there. And you looked, all the tackles were pretty much gone. Like they were eaten up
Yeah.
early and often. Then, like I think 3 of the best guards went, and you had some guys, wide receivers drafted before. It was kind of like a shocking draft for especially the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love. No idea why the fuck they did that. And then Carnell Tate going to the Titans.
Titans.
Yeah, they didn't address their offensive line at all. So I'm like looking to see what Howie's going to do. I'm like, I was surprised that they kept a pick. I honestly, I'm like, Mekhi Lemon is still there. I'm like, that'd be interesting. And we were sitting there, and my one buddy just like smiles because he got the alert first, and he goes, "Well, you guys aren't going to hate it." And we're like, "All right." And I'm like, I actually fucking like that. I'm like Mekhi Lemon, but he's the argument is a USC wide receiver, and USC wide receivers aren't that great. Well, Amon-Ra St. Brown's pretty fucking good. And his comps are him. Yeah, it's a guy that you're going to have to work in space across the middle, get him the ball, but he has such a good contested catch rate. I think it was like over like 65%. He's got great hands, 1 drop his senior year. I think that was the best out of all eligible wide receivers with over 100 targets. The guy can catch. Like, you don't have to worry about that. And, there's the speed that you're looking for. Okay, maybe like in the fly route, but I'm fine with the timing routes, hitting them in motion and keeping them going. Amon-Ra St. Brown's not the fastest guy in the world either, but if you get him in space and let him,
Dangerous.
work the mat, he's dangerous. So this is a great another option for Jalen Hurts, and especially for what this new look offense is going to look like. With a lot of things, I feel like a lot of crossing routes across the middle, a lot of guys going to motion. So it's going to be fun. Like I love the draft pick in Makai Lemon. I don't understand. I see like the point where everybody's coming out saying AJ is going to be traded. But man, imagine if he's not and you have all three of these guys, like holy fucking shit. And like maybe you
Jesus.
wait like halfway through the season to get rid of him and just inflate AJ's numbers a little bit and then trade him out. But if he is traded, he's traded. If he's not, look the fuck out because I mean these three guys would be pretty incredible to watch on the field. But even if not, you still have solid options behind him. But Makai Lemon should make an impact and should make an impact immediately. And I'm interested to see how they use him. And I'm just interested to see how this new look offense is going to be. It's going to be pretty intriguing when everything we hear out of camp seems pretty decent. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Makai Lemon does. I think he picked, what was his number he picked?
Yeah,
9.
well, he's got
9.
he's got a lot to live up to.
Yeah. Yeah, he asked
Yeah,
me
I
Foles
mean-
for his number. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
I
ballsy.
think at that pick, you could have done a lot worse, right? You could
Yeah.
have, right? Like the fact that you got a guy that was as productive as he was in college and was able to do what he was able to do there. And the thing that I keep thinking about is like the consistency, right? His consistency over the course of his entire college career. And even like the USC stuff is like these guys fluctuate from team to team, from year to year with all the NIL stuff. So
Exactly.
like
He could have
none
won
of-
anywhere else, but he probably got
Any-
offered the most to go to USC.
Anyway,
So
right.
of course.
all of these guys that are all getting picked at this point are all going to the highest bidder. So like I'm not mad at it. Like the
No.
only guy that I was kind of watching fall that I thought that they would make a move up for was Sadiq. And Sadiq was a guy but you have the Jets, and the Jets, from everything that I'm reading, want to try to replicate that. Aaron Glenn wants to replicate that 2 tight end tandem with them drafting Jason Taylor's kid last year.
Last year.
Well, they need it because their offensive line fucking sucks.
It's all right. They
Right.
got Gino. We're good.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's so bad. But so then in the second round, they go back offense, right? And they draft the tight end, which kind of spells the end of the Dallas Goedert era at the end of next year. Because Eli Stowers is a guy who, again, will catch the ball, will be dynamic in space, former quarterback, but isn't a great blocker.
He's
Like,
eager to block though.
Eager.
eager.
Eager
we'll
to
put that
block.
in air
I thought that
quotes.
was the funniest shit when I seen that. Eager to block.
Eager.
It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
I'll do
Like,
it.
can
All
he or
right,
can he
coach.
block? No, he can't.
He,
He
he
can't.
either can or cannot. I
Mhm.
mean, you're talking about a guy, right? 6'3", 240.
Better hit the weight room, buddy.
He had he's got like 650-ish yards, 5 touchdowns. But like he's a guy who's going to be a big target, right? And everything that we know about this Sean Mannion offense is that trying to get those dynamic play sets on the field. So like having an opportunity to get 2 tight ends on the field, or split him out and get him matched up on a smaller dime corner, right? It's like the matchup part about it.
Yeah.
I like, and Rich, that is funny though. The eager to block. And he's a guy that a lot of people had kind of targeted to them. I'm
Some
again, I'm not
people are
mad at
saying
it.
that he was the best tight end in the draft. A lot of
He-
people had him over Sadiq as the number 1 tight end overall, but the athletic freak and the numbers that Sadiq put up, I did see that a few people did have him as the top tight end in the draft.
I think he
Over
won the
Sadiq.
award too, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I
You'd have
could be
to-
wrong. I think he may have.
But it speaks to the knowledge of the draft, right? It speaks to how what he wants to do in building this team. And you kind of got to applaud it. They could have traded up and got Sadiq. Instead, you wait to the second round the guy's still there. You draft him. He turns out to be a stud. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Without mortgaging and having to trade up, instead of what? 1 pick or 2 picks, you would have to trade up 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So of course the cost would have been higher. And the Eagles still got the guys that they wanted. I mean, Stowers, I'm excited to see. Hopefully he is a Goddard replacement. And he comes in, but he's another guy who can make an impact right now. And
Yep.
with Dallas Goddard's health,
he's gonna miss time.
he's gonna miss 2 or 3 games
Couple
a season.
games, yeah. Hang now.
Hey, you got a guy who can come in and actually be dynamic in your pass catching, which we were lacking in the Cal Contreras, the Jack Stoles, and it's a good problem to have because Cal Contreras couldn't block either, but he also couldn't really get the fuck open either. So you got Stowers coming in, it's just like, all right, guy who's fast, can catch the ball, like you said, mismatches if they want to run the 12 personnel. I'm excited for it.
All day.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's going to be fun to watch. If
For sure.
this offense can fucking gel,
They
it's
have
gonna be
so
real fun
many.
to watch.
Yeah, and
They
listen,
have so many guys.
I think the key to all of this is the health of the offensive line.
Yes.
If those guys are healthy, then they'll have an opportunity to do all these dynamic things that we think that they can do.
Yeah.
And speaking of offensive line, Rich, they went back to your squad, to the U, to draft Markel Bell.
Dude, he's a fucking monster.
He's bigger than Jordan Mailata.
6'9", 350. Has the 88-inch wingspan.
It's pretty good.
He's just huge. He's just a huge person.
3 foot arms.
And when you look at the great thing is that he's not in a position that he has to go play.
No.
Right. So he can. You're drafting a guy. At what pick was it? It was 68 in round 3. That he's a guy that you can kind of groom a little bit to take over. Right. And even if he ends up becoming one of your swing tackles, that's still a really, really valuable position. Right? In the third round. Right. So that to me, he's not going to be in a position where he, barring some kind of catastrophic thing happening, he's not going to have to play almost at all this year. And he's going to have an opportunity to learn from 2 really great tackles and be in the room with those 2 guys. Right now, we're also moving on from Stoutland U, right? So not really sure what that offensive line. I think we have to kind of temper our expectations a little bit in terms of being cautiously optimistic about what these guys can do, not thinking about what Jeff Stoughton used to be able to do with guys like this.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So
yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see how that works, Don, with plug and play.
For sure.
Their strengths and weaknesses. And just execution. You're gonna have hiccups, you're gonna have bumps in the road. It's does this I think his name's Cooper, the new offensive line.
Yes, yeah.
You just hope that whatever he's installing it's all gonna flow. It's all gonna make sense and it's all gonna actually work. These guys are, if they're healthy, that's fantastic, but you still have to execute. The game plan has to match it all has to line up. You know what I mean?
Chris.
It's got to be crisp. It's got to be because there's going to be a lot of timing, snapping of the ball. Guys are in motion. Making sure the guys are in the right place on the line. Everybody, the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. You got to watch for false starts and all that kind of stuff. You just hope that they're able to hit the ground running and it all flows enough for them to win enough games.
For sure. Yeah, and I think the most perplexing pick of all of these was the 5th round pick with the left-handed quarterback from North Dakota State. That's one that
no fucking clue why they did that.
Yeah, I got no clue.
They always
Quarterback
try
factory.
to draft a fucking quarterback, and it just makes no fucking sense.
I get that, Rich, but like at the same time, like
Don't do it. I mean, I
in the
agree.
What?
in the fifth round, like that's it. Like you're drafting a guy in the fifth round that could potentially be a special teams guy, could potentially be an impact guy down the road. Like we've seen them do far more, like with less. It made no sense to me, and the backup quarterback having a different arm angle than the starter always perplexes me at all. And not that
Yes.
he's the backup, right? We know that he's technically fourth on the list.
He might not even make the team.
How do you
But
train?
like, but Rich,
You train him.
they're not going to cut a draft pick. They're not going to cut a fifth round pick unless he comes out there and is absolute dog water.
Yeah.
If he's, do you think that they did this? They want to see what he could do in the training camp and preseason, whatever. Do you think it's? I mean, I guess it's possible if he shows them a little bit of something that McKee or Dalton could be trade pieces.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
I don't
think there's.
know.
I think there's a different angle to this.
Yeah. Taysom Hill 2.0.
Yeah,
That's
There
exactly
you
what
go.
I'm thinking. Because the stat line that they put in his bio on the Eagles website is that he last year he rushed for 777 yards and 13 touchdowns on
Yeah.
the ground.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say,
That-
he does not have a profile as a prolific passer.
No. Like he threw for 2,700 yards.
Yeah. He's not
and
a prolific
16
passer.
touchdowns.
He legit is Taysom Hill.
But he can, and again, at North Dakota State, but like some of the highlights, he has shades of being dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Right.
But again, let's also put it in context.
Like,
The
what's he-
weapons, like, are you taking Saquon Barkley off the ball, off the field, so that you can run a gadget play with him as the quarterback, so he can run the ball? No,
God, I hope not.
right? Like, no, just give the ball to Saquon Barkley. Like that, and that's where like I'm like,
Not overthink this.
Taysom Hill, yes, like that angle I see more than anything, but at the same time, like you have a dynamic plethora of options.
Yeah.
He would be like the seventh option if he's on the field.
Hey, but you bring him in goal line on the, on the one.
Push.
And yeah,
You
you
see-
push, or you just
They're going to bring him in for the
jump
tush push to
past like
save Jalen.
Tebow.
Right, and Rich, here's the other one. The post game, the post draft quote from Sirianni. Really good with the ball in his hands as a quarterback in the run game.
There you go. Tush push.
Yeah.
Saving Jalen. Start squatting, buddy.
And
Start
listen,
squatting, you best. Well, you know what?
I know.
You know who else they could use to do the tush push is the guy they got from Africa.
well, listen, they draft Mekhi Morris in the sixth round, which is another offensive line, another huge guy, 6'5", 335.
He had
No
like a
sacks.
9. He ranked like 9.9 out of 10 on the RAS.
No sacks.
Like, and this kid
Like-
went like, what the hell? Why did he fall so low?
I put it Georgia. What?
I don't know. Maybe there's some off the field shit that people didn't want to get into or what. But like, he
Yeah.
ranked 9.9 out of 10 on the RAS. Like, that's a fucking crazy. Like, that's almost perfect on the model of athleticism and
Yeah.
college profile. So how does that guy fall?
That
All the way
far.
down.
Yeah, I listen. I don't get it because when you look at his performance on the field, I didn't see a whole lot that I didn't like. He's your perfect size for an
Road
interior
grader.
for an interior lineman.
He's a high
is-
motor kind of guy.
Yeah, he's got a high motor. It's relentless.
Both the run and pass. Like I don't know why he lasts until pick 207.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's wild. Now, listen, they draft they draft the next edition of the exciting whites in Cole Wisniewski as a safety from Texas Tech. But Joe, the guy that's the most intriguing is the guy that they draft from the International Pathway Program.
6% body fat.
Uar Bernard. 6'4", 306. Gross
Monster.
4'6",
A
340.
sculpture.
40-inch vert. Never touched a football in his life.
No, he did. He played football. Futball.
Football.
He was a
He did.
soccer player.
Um,
The fuck was that guy playing soccer for?
He should have been playing
Jesus
rugby.
Christ.
Yeah. Well, then they also got the other guy from Africa who's a rugby player.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
This guy,
Two
this
freaks.
guy got their
Specimens.
international player designation. So he's like exempt from any of the roster rules. The other guy is not. So if the other guy doesn't make the 53 or the practice squad, he can essentially be signed by any other team.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you look at it's, a guy that's almost 6'5" and 305 that runs that fast. And here's the thing that I like about it is like I saw the video of Clint Hurt talking about what he saw in him in that evaluation process and wanting to be able to work with him. To me, with a guy like size like that, trying to teach him defensive line is a lot more complicated than trying to teach him offensive line. I think the pathway to playing is a lot quicker than it would be in a similar scenario with Jordan Mailata.
So less complicated.
What did I say?
More complicated.
Less complicated.
I was like, Don,
I made it
you had
more
me in the first
complicated by
head, but what the
saying
fuck
more.
are you talking
My
about?
brain's about to explode. And it
Yeah.
doesn't take much.
Trying to teach him how to play offensive line would be far more complicated. If
1000%.
you want to just say like, hey, you're 6'5", 305, run through that guy.
Yeah. Bull rush.
I feel like that is something that
Show your power. Yeah.
yeah.
And, Jordan Mailata had that year and a half where he did not see the field because he was learning. It was like 19 in the COVID year, and then he was on the field. But
Yep.
you have this guy, and I was listening to Chris Long talk about it, and Chris Long was like, yo, man, how about that specimen that they got out of Nigeria? And they're just talking about it, and we're like, what's the first thing you're going to teach this guy who's never played football? And I think it was Jonathan Grenard, and they're both like, bull. Yep, teach him bull. Just straight power. And a fun fact about all of his numbers? He did most of that shit barefooted because they couldn't find cleats big enough for him. So he has a 40-inch vert barefooted.
That's
Jesus
outrageous.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So imagine if he was wearing sneakers when he was doing half the shit because they couldn't find like a size like 14 and a half. So he had to do it like in socks and barefoot. Like this dude, I'm looking at it as if he even sees the field this year and gets you a tackle, that's a win. If he sees the field this year at all and gets you a sack, that is a W forever because the only place you can go for this man is up and uncapped potential. So if he works with Clint and Clint can get him right and just teach him a few things, I think this guy's going to be a problem. And I also like the other guy they got because he's a rugby player. So, the guy can tackle and he ain't afraid to hit. And he's also got some decent size on him. I'm all for these types of underdogs, like the guys who've never played and are just physical specimens. Can they do it? But here's the thing. He might get hit once, like crack blocked, and then never want to do it again because that shit sucks. So who knows how he's going to pan out. But when you're exactly comparable to Myles Garrett in athleticism and size, there's hope. So let's hope the
Yeah.
kid figures it out and becomes an all-pro just like Jordan Mailata did.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Like,
Clint hurt.
and Joe, you
Yeah.
had talked about like to go back to the Mekhi Morris stuff, right? Like 0 sacks, 4 QB hits, 7 QB hurries, right? Like a guy that was like uberly productive. And Markel Bell, Rich, a guy,
No sacks either.
like no sacks either, right? Guys that
Yeah.
that are really
Miami had
you're
the best
addressing,
offensive line in college football this year, and he anchored it.
right?
So, I
And
mean, there you
then
go.
And then in the midst of the draft, right, they complete the Jonathan Grenard trade, which solidifies that hole at edge that you now look at what they have defensively, and from a defensive standpoint, it's really impressive.
Yeah.
What they're going to throw out there and line up from the jump. You're looking at a front of Jonathan Grenard, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and then Zach Bond and Jahad Campbell. You're talking about Q and Reek on with on one side, with Reek on the other. You're going to talk about DeJean in the slot, and then Makuba and Epps. Right, the safety is the one hole that it wouldn't surprise me that they
Pick up a guy.
Justin
that
Reed.
yeah. Yeah, and that was Rich. That was the next one I had bookmarked. Was right like the what's your thought about post draft, seeing what they have, and then right like and then also the news of Kenny Moore getting released from the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm throwing a fucking feeler out there, saying, "What's up, man? You want to come play for us? Here's a 1-year deal." I mean, Justin Simmons retired, so we can't get him now.
For sure.
He was been waiting 2 years to be on the
He wanted
Eagles.
too
and
much money.
Yeah, we never called him, so he retired. No, I mean, I think safety is the spot that you have to address. Epps played himself into a starter this year for sure. But you need to see what you have at depth. You got rid of Sidney Brown, thank the fucking Lord. You traded him. See you later. But there's some guys out there. I mean, Harrison Smith, an old veteran who can still get it done. He's out there.
Yeah.
You can always kick the
Why not?
tires with him. I mean, I love him. I think he's a hell of a player. Justin Reed, his name's like coming up in like the trade circles of the Eagles, are interested. We have history with Kellen Moore. So, I could see them trying to get a deal done. Yeah, and you go from there and you see what happens. Training camp happens, injuries happens. We have, some depth at a lot of positions. That if something were to happen, we have some pieces that we can move and some picks that we can get rid of. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in training camp when things start happening around the league and seeing if we can solidify that safety spot, or they just feel good of what they have going into the season.
Yeah.
And I mean, either way, I'm fine. I'm content. I think we did enough for our defensive line and our corners to be able to hide that safety aspect. And who knows what the AJ Brown trade brings us if it does go down.
Yeah, because that pick you're talking like the kind of the conversation is like the first, but it's a 2028 first. Which, listen, the 2028 first only gives them more opportunities to spin that into other things.
Yeah, I mean they could package that and their number one pick. All right, you got 2 number 1 picks and go after a guy. I mean, it just gives them options. It doesn't mean they have to hold on to it.
No, absolutely not.
So you see what the fuck happens. But gentlemen, I just wanted to let you know real quick. We are a Philly sports podcast. Daryl Morey was fired.
Who?
Exactly.
Really?
So yeah. So Daryl Morey's
is that
fired.
breaking news?
Yeah, my buddy just texted me.
Come on, we need a breaking news sounder.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Thank the fucking Lord. Maybe the Sixers can fucking do something now.
He could go. He could go hold the clipboard for Kevin Patullo with the Dolphins.
Yeah, thank the fucking Lord.
Wait, here's the
Yeah. Who's there? Who's there? Oh, it's Daryl Morey at the unemployment line. Go sit next to Kevin Patullo. Yeah, sorry to interrupt
Rich,
the Eagles
nah,
podcast with that, but
it's all
I'll let
good.
you know.
No, hey,
It's all good. Rich
Rejoice.
Joshua Waru is the other guy. He's a guy, the Kenyan rugby player.
Kenyan rugby player. Yeah. So I mean that's pretty cool too.
6'4", 250, runs a 4.45.
Yeah.
41-inch vertical leap, right?
Bro,
Like,
you could move him to safety.
yeah.
I'm just saying, theoretically, it is possible for him to be a safety.
Your fullback.
Teach him the game. And Rich, I'm just purging a bunch of things that I had bookmarked. Makai Lemon, 2.87 career drop rate in his entire college career.
Yeah.
50 first down catches in 2025.
Yeah, he's
50.
he's going to be your possession guy.
He gets open, and
He's gonna move the
with
needle.
the defender, he's still gonna make the catch.
Yeah, that's what you need from the guy.
Yeah.
He's what we wanted AJ to be. Is like that 50 first down catches. Not saying AJ could not do that, and I'm not hating on AJ. I do love him as a player. Hopefully he does stay, but like the slants, the motion, the quick hitters in space and go is like what we've wanted to see. Like old AJ Brown, Tennessee taking a slant 80 yards to the house. Like we could potentially see that from Makai Lemon,
For sure.
which is going to be fun. And again, not AJ's fault. They didn't utilize. They utilized the hitch. They forgot about you can go this way too. It's called a slant.
Well, I think it's a combination of Jalen being comfortable doing that, but then them actually calling those plays and calling those plays at a consistent rate every single game, not just like running one here. Oh, we ran it like when Patullo was like, oh, we just ran the ball to run the ball. Oh, we threw a slant out there just to throw one out there. No, you do that to keep the defense off balance.
You know what the funny thing is? Looking at the rates of hitch routes, they weren't actually the highest they've been in 4 years. I just think we had so many 3 and outs because our offense could not click. It put a false pretense in our head that saying that's all we're doing is doing that because it was we were constantly seeing it. I think it was like 2019 we had like a 46.4% hitch route ran compared to last year, which was like 45 point something, which is still to me astronomical. It's just our offense was not clicking at all. And it was the same plays hitch, deep throw to AJ Brown, Saquon up the middle. So everything was so fucking redundant because our offense looked like dog shit. Because when I actually looked at the numbers, I was like, oh, they always run a high number of hitch routes. We actually had a year higher, but it's probably predicated by our offense looking like dog shit and constantly going 3 and out. So that's why
the predictability was at a fever pitch. The predictability was at a fever pitch, and then it was compounded by an offensive line that struggled every game. And this team was built on the run game, and they couldn't run the ball. I mean, they could kind of, but not enough to win. To make a deep playoff run. They kind of backed into the playoffs. But we watch it game in and game out. These guys getting beat off the line. Cam Jurgens.
Yeah.
Landon Dickerson. Like beat instantly because they weren't healthy. So now that they're healthy, you just hope that everything kind of just falls into place. Real quick, to get back to, and I know I'm kind of going backwards a little bit. When they traded up, and this, I don't know if you guys felt the same way. When they traded up in the first round to take Lemon, I don't know if that was definitely who they were going for. I know they had a couple guys on their board. I thought they were going to take I thought they wanted to do Freeling from Georgia, but Carolina beat him to it because at pick 19, Carolina took Freeling, the offensive lineman from Georgia, and I was thinking that maybe that's where Howie wanted to go, but they scooped him up, and then that was not
Here's the thing.
necessarily their backup plan, but
Yeah.
that was just
Here's the thing,
another
though,
route
Joe.
that they had to go because Freeling got taken the pick before them.
If you look at this, Joe, though, like at that point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, do you want to trade up and take the 5th best
No.
offensive tackle?
No.
Like that to me is like that. I think they saw the way that the board was falling,
Right?
And they're like,
and then they saw him like, wait, Lemon's still there?
Lemon. Everything that we saw was like what you said, Joe. You said it earlier. Top 13 was
Right.
kind of where he landed, and once it got to the teens, right, the whole like I know the Rams were a landing spot for him, and they take Ty Simpson, which I got no
that's
fucking
gonna help
clue.
you win now.
I got no clue what you're doing.
If they would have took Sadiq there, that team would probably average 50 points a game.
Sadiq, you could take Lemon there. You could take
there was a lot of offensive right.
Yeah, I don't understand. They could have had an offense that averaged like a historic offense by doing that. And they're like, nah, Ty Simpson, because his dad's friends with our GM.
It's, I mean, not for nothing, but
That's
like Ty
puzzling.
Simpson's a guy you probably could have drafted in the 2nd round.
Dude, then they tried
this.
this.
Trying to win now, you draft a quarterback.
They also were like saying a few days after the draft that this was very well known behind closed doors. And they really did their best to not leak it. So they didn't like McVay was in on it, but
not totally.
I'm like, I don't think he was. But
no,
here's the thing though,
he's
like
just putting the face on.
Matthew Stafford, can he continue to play at this high level? Like, yeah, I know, like we say it every year about Derrick Henry, like, oh, the guy's bound to have a down year. Like, Matthew Stafford pretty much was the MVP last year. Or if he was the MVP, right? Didn't he win MVP last year?
It was Stafford. It was him in May, right?
Yeah. Drake May won MVP?
No, I think it was him, and I think it was him like versus May. I think it was him versus
Oh,
May.
fucking hell, dude. That's terrible.
Before we start spewing.
Sorry.
Stafford.
Yeah. Stafford. Yeah. Stafford won the MVP. Like, is he going to fall off? I mean, his weapons are just so good. That
May was runner-up.
That's fucking dumb. Man, they look really stupid with that vote after that Super Bowl game.
Right.
How about the guy, and I can't remember his name, he was the undrafted linebacker out of Alabama. I didn't see his name, but everybody, they kept talking about this guy, about how good he was last year, and everybody's kind of just blown away that he wasn't actually selected, and his name slips my mind.
I got it right here. Deontay Lawson.
Yes.
Is the guy you're talking about. Hold on. Let me read.
I don't have his stats in front of me, but
5-year player, all in Alabama. Top 10 in the school's all-time tackles with 283, 2-time captain, decorated defensive player in school history. Started 37 games over 3 seasons. Career high 89 tackles in 25.
All right.
Let's see what he could do in the training camp.
All right.
Wait, is he with us?
Yeah.
Oh, sick! I was gonna say, go get him.
He signed as a undrafted free agent.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll take that.
You want to feel real old?
Oh.
Sure.
The Eagles invited Declan Williams.
Yeah, I saw this.
to rookie minicamp. Son of former Phillies.
Mitch Williams. Yeah.
Williams. And then they also had David Akers' son, who's a kicker and punter
/ kicker, yeah.
from Northwestern.
Oh God!
Fucking
Don't tell us
Nepo
anymore, dog.
picks. You're getting Nepo training camp invites. Come on, bro.
Son of a bitch! I'm
He
old.
said Nepo.
It's a Nepo. He's a Nepo kicker hire. I hate this. This world we live in is bullshit. Nah,
Oh,
that'd be funny.
God.
Because Jake Elliott sucks. But weren't they looking at the one kid who's like kicking
The
like
kid
those
from
70-yard field goals with
Liberty?
ease?
Hold on.
Where did he go?
Hold on. He was. Oh God, I had this bookmarked.
Was he in Liberty?
Time ago.
I think he went to Liberty.
Liberty.
Like 6'4" former like soccer player.
Kicking 70-yarders.
Yeah.
Hold on.
With his eyes closed.
Hold on.
Like, I want one of those guys.
Just an athlete. Just a
One of those
total athlete.
Hold on. Jafir Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Have the Eagles ever had a black kicker?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many that were in the league, but like, I'm just saying.
NFL team.
Besides Randall Cunningham having the longest punt in history.
When
the guy you're talking about has not
against Dallas.
an NFL contract.
That guy didn't get one?
No.
Nobody signed him?
That's incredible because there's so many bad kickers.
As of late April, he has not signed an NFL contract despite a viral pro day.
That's outrageous. Somebody's going to bring him in. Somebody will bring him in during training camp.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I can't believe he's still out there.
Yeah. That guy's a monster like.
The Jets.
All right. Any other draft stuff you want to talk about, or can we get into? We can spend the last 15 minutes talking about the schedule release because we've gotten some new news, right? I've already put the text out this morning. Thanksgiving dinner's at 3. Everybody, whatever you want to eat.
Thanksgiving's been canceled.
It's just be done at 4:25.
I may be telling my my wife Jamie, I'm actually hosting for my dad and Big Dan Thanksgiving. You can go to your mom's, and she'll be like, "Well, why? No. We're having dinner at 3. We'll see you for pie when you get home." Then she comes home. We're just watching the birds, and we ordered a pizza.
And it's the 4:30 game on Thanksgiving. So they'll play in. So that game obviously will be in Dallas. There were some other like. Does that excite you, bother you, annoy you?
Fucking love it.
It's great. I mean, I'm just glad that it's not the 8:00 game.
Yeah.
For me and my work schedule, I for the line of work that I'm in, it's like, a lot of these drivers, it's like seniority. It's like automatic that they're off Black Friday or the day after Christmas or, around the holidays. So it's like almost an automatic, like, yeah, no, you got to work. So I'm just glad that it does that. I mean, I would have watched it. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather not watch an 8:00 game and then have to be back to work at 3 a.m. So
yeah,
clutch that it's 4:30. But that's great. I mean, it sucks for the players. I always thought it sucked for the players to have to play on a holiday, but it doesn't get any better than that, boys. The fall. It's going to be that chill in the air. It's football time. It's Thanksgiving. You're with friends and family. It's great, man. It's great. Go down there and put an ass whipping on the Cowgirls. I mean, it's good shit.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm excited to have something fun to watch and not have it be the Green Bay Packers game or some shit that I really could care less about. Like, all right, let me see the birds. Let me wear my Eagles jersey now to Thanksgiving dinner, and
yeah, for sure,
have a good time. But I think I might host because I kind of want to watch the game in my house. So I think that might be the best bet to do it.
Yeah.
But only one thing I had, I'm sorry, to go backwards real quick for the draft was this was the most underwhelming draft in the time I can remember of drafts. Like it was very low impact, no chatter. Like it was such a boring fucking draft. I'm excited for next year because there's a lot of huge names coming out, like the Jeremiah Smiths, the Ryan Williams. Like there's some fucking absolute dogs and studs coming out next year that I can't wait for. But just real quick, this draft sucked. I'm glad we got who we got. And Don, what's next on the schedule?
Yeah, do you have any
Well, the other official leak, right, is the one we tossed out at the beginning, which is the matchup with the Eagles and Jaguars, which will be Week 5, October 11th in London
That's cool. Get out
against the
early.
Jaguars. Any chance that international game is a Kelly Green game?
That'd be cool. Or the Whites.
I've
the
been
white
pushing.
Kellys.
Which ones? Which whites, Rich?
The White Kellys.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I know you are, Joe. You're
Still
sending me
waiting.
emails.
I don't know if Jeff's a busy guy, but I don't know if he's had a chance to read my email or
He's pondering it right now.
he is.
Come on, Jeffy.
Maybe I should just go to his house.
It's a good idea. I'll go with you. We'll both get hit with trespassing.
Hey guys, this is my last show. It's been real.
Yo, me and Joe are doing 5 to 10. What happened?
Hey,
Mr. Laurie did not like us showing up.
Cool enough? You guys will be able to throw me some bail money.
Joe, hold on. Joe, let's role play. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Laurie. I'm
Hi,
Rich.
Mr. Laurie. My name's Joe Bucci.
That's Joe. We're here to talk White Kelly Greens.
Yeah, I know it's 3 a.m., but this is the only time we could reach it. That was available.
Sorry for the cameras we disabled in the front yard, but we had to get to talk to you, sir.
No, I mean that would be cool, man. I mean, I think we all can agree with the Kelly Greens and the white retros. It would be awesome. But yeah, I think some people were saying too, and we did. Did we wear the Kelly Greens to Dallas before? The green ones, right?
They did, yeah.
They did.
Remember,
wear
they
the
had
green ones there.
that really
they
sick Devontae Smith catch.
Yes,
one arm behind the back.
They need to incorporate, and it's a money grab. And hey, if you can roll out the Eagles in blue and yellow, you can roll out the Eagles in the retro Kelly Green whites.
Oh hell yeah,
for sure.
I mean, hey, it's just a matter of time. It's just maybe like I said, maybe I just need to start a petition. Maybe I just need to go like on the streets and send emails and
No, you got to get a sign and stand outside of Novacare and wait for him to drive by.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
White Kelly Greens, London?
Should I take like a week off?
Yeah.
Work?
Nah,
just
do 2
stand
days.
there for a week?
2 days. 2 days. 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. Don't do it for a week. 2 days. He'll get the
2
point.
days is enough. All right.
Yeah, 2 days is enough. And then you nail the sign to a tree. Be like, and then put another sign under it. Sorry, had to work.
You know what? You know how this is gonna work. You know how this is foolproof. I need to get a hold of Big Dom.
It's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Because Big Dom makes shit happen.
He does.
I like it. What are there any of the other any other games potentially that you're looking forward to that are coming out on the schedule before we know? Like, we obviously know the teams that they're playing, but any games that you're looking forward to that you're like?
I'm going to just answer for all of us after the 2 other teams in the city's playoff performances in their last series. All of them. I think we're looking forward to all of them. It doesn't matter who we play. We can play the Toronto Argonauts week 1 to 5. I'm still excited to see it. Like,
what are the preseason games?
Yeah, give me football now. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, these other teams have a long way to go. For me, it's like I think I had mentioned to you guys. I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys. My cousin's getting married October 24th.
Oh, that's right.
In Nashville. In Nashville. So, but I don't know how this is going to work if we're playing in Jacksonville in London
Yeah.
on the
Joe.
11th, right?
When is the wedding?
The 20. It's a 24th, so it would be the 25th. The 24th is a Saturday, so the next day would be a game, but that might be
My
tough. Like
guess
if
is
they
that
come back from playing in London, they're
in
probably not
London,
going to throw them back out on the road.
my guess is that week 6 is a bye. If I had to guess.
That's why they planned the wedding then, Joe, because it was a buy. That's the only way they could get you down there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They called Jeffy and they
Cancel it.
called
Just
the
cancel
league.
the season. Cancel the season.
Yes.
I'm not going. Fuck your wedding. I'm not
No,
going.
well, look. Did you see? I sent you guys the league game for February 14th.
Oh yeah.
Bills.
Eagles Bills
On February
SoFi.
It's really
14th?
the only one. Yeah, that's
in SoFi.
Oh, the
at
Super Bowl.
SoFi. Happy
Super.
Valentine's Day, bitches! We just won the
Took you a
Super Bowl.
minute.
Fuck yeah! And then we're off the next day too, aren't we?
Oh yeah, because it'll be President's Day.
Oh,
Wait.
it doesn't get any better.
You're saying February 4th or the 14th?
14th.
The
a
14th
Sunday.
is the Super Bowl?
Yes. And it's Valentine's Day.
The fuck? Wait.
Yeah. Yo.
Rich is just like Rich is going through it right now.
It's just schedule time for the second half of February in the doghouse.
Yeah. No, just do Valentine's
When
Day
was
on
the Super
Friday
Bowl
or
this year?
Saturday.
It wasn't when was the Super Bowl this year?
A week before?
That's what I'm saying. So why is it another week? Did they add another bye?
Hold on.
No, I don't know why they pushed it.
That's what I'm saying. Why did they push it?
Yeah, there's only
That's why I'm
bye.
confused. I'm like,
because
knew it wasn't that late.
Next year they're going to go to the 18 games, right?
This year it's scheduled. This year it was scheduled for February 8th when they played. This year, 27. It's scheduled for February 14th.
What?
2027.
What date is the first game of the season? Is it later than usual?
Well, now you know they got that opening week where they're playing a game in Melbourne and they're playing a game and they got a game.
I guess because of all this travel and now they're going to like Antarctica and
I heard
South Pole and fucking
Machu Picchu is the next game. They're playing on the ruins.
Next year there's going to be a game on the moon. Like it's out of control.
I heard Jupiter. Joe, I heard Jupiter. Fuck
So
talking about the moon.
No, definitely Uranus, Rich.
No one's playing with their balls in my anus. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Oh god.
All right.
Don's gonna be looking for two new assistants.
What were we saying before about the big dudes?
Rich is going off the rail here.
This big.
This is what I live for.
What is going on?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you the 6 home opponents that are not division and tell me which one you like the most.
Okay.
So you've got the Texans, Colts, Steelers, Panthers, Rams, Seahawks.
Rams and who were the first two?
Texans, Colts,
Steelers. Rams, Colts. I would like to see Daniel Jones's recovery and see if what he looks like and getting smacked around by our defense. So I like that. I like the Colts and the Rams. I think they're going to be two interesting ones to watch and look for.
Joe, who you want to
say? The Seahawks, because that's the Super. They won the Super Bowl last year. I guess just based on that, you want to see what Sam Darnold is this year, and Houston Texans with that defense, but can CJ Stroud get his head out of his ass? That's what I want to see. I want to see.
No.
I want to see how that works out, because it's like you have a Super Bowl caliber defense, but your quarterback is holding you. Their quarterback is holding them back. So I want to see. I want to see what he's bringing to the table this year.
I like that.
And then away, Tennessee, Jacksonville, which we know is in London, and then Chicago, San Fran, and the Cardinals.
San Fran. We owe them an ass whooping.
Do we ever?
We owe them a big fucking ass whooping. So I want to see that happen in their fucking home stadium.
Yeah, I gotta go. I mean, well, I guess 1A would be the Bears. I want to see
Fuck the Bears.
how we
Frauds.
play and how Caleb Williams is out there and the whole Chicago
Frauds.
scene. So Caleb Williams, baby, yeah. But it's Niners. Down with Niner Day. Down
I like
with
it.
bang bang Niner gang. Blech.
Yeah, I
Blech.
like it. I like it. Final thoughts,
Who did
fellas.
they add? Who did they add?
They had a bunch of guys. Mike Evans.
Oh,
a
Mike
bunch of other guys.
Evans
Yeah.
and anybody else?
Their
in the
team
draft?
is legit
I know
one
they
leg
got a
injury
really
away
terrible
from never
grade
playing again.
in the draft.
Oh, they got the Zadarius Sterling or something. Whatever his name is, wide
They said
receiver.
that a lot of their guys were reaches and their drafts were shit. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, fuck them. Final thoughts. Dude. All right. My final thought is: if you are a coach, I keep seeing all these fucking videos. If you are a coach of a little league baseball team or a team that's anywhere under a professional level, and you decide to fight an umpire or argue and get ejected for being an absolute douchebag of a human being, you should never be allowed around fields or even remotely be allowed to coach ever again in any organization. Like some of these videos I'm watching of these coaches are just absolutely dumb in 9U, 10U, 11U ball, getting kicked out, punching umps, arguing, all this like arguing and fighting other coaches. Like, bro, the first thing I teach my kids, and I yell at my kids, don't get me wrong, and I feel bad and I apologize to them all the time, but I'm their biggest critic and their biggest fan. It's why we're this good, like why my kids can play ball. And the first thing I instill on them is be good people, be good teammates. And if you can't do that, you can't play for me. All I care about is sportsmanship and just being decent human beings on and off the field. Like we always say on this podcast, be decent human beings. We live those roles in real life. That's what we do. The fact that you're fighting umpires and other coaches for little league baseball that means absolutely fucking nothing is atrocious. And you really something you should be lobotomized because that just tells you how much of a terrible fucking person you are. So
for sure.
It's great. That's your kids are gonna. It's great.
Be
to do
role
that around.
models to your kids and
Yeah,
teach them
like
the right things.
There's no room for that. Absolutely no room for that.
I like it. Joe, you got something?
I do. It's kind of some people like I've always been, one to just work and work and work and work and kind of just get lost in the shuffle of you really should take some time off, get yourself reboot. It's some people are just built that way. They think like they're, I don't know if it's bravado or some people have to work all the time financially, but just getting away for a couple days or a week, like we went away to the Dominican. We were gone from Thursday to Thursday. We did nothing.
Nice.
Like I drive our family around most of the time. I drive my day job. I drive for my part-time side job. And I work. I don't know, 50, 60 hours a week. Every week. I work 6 days a week. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying it's so nice when you can mentally just turn it all off.
Yep.
We were at a resort. We got up. We went to the gym because we could, if we had no schedule. We went and ate breakfast. We went to the pool. We went to the ocean. We sat in our room. We watched TV. We went to the bar. Like whatever it is, it's so nice.
Took a nap.
It's so nice to just let loose and not
Check
have
out.
that. Everything is just, oh, what do we got to do today? What's on the calendar? Where do we have to go? Who are we taking here to do this or do that? It's just such a great feeling when you can turn it off for a couple days 5 days, 7 days, what
Yeah, for sure.
whatever it may be. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go anywhere. It's just it's such a great feeling when you're able to be in that moment and have those times and just to decompress,
Oh yeah,
reboot, get your mind right, get your body right. It was just everybody should try it.
For sure.
I'm with you.
Listen, my final thoughts. It was good to have hockey back.
Oh yeah.
The fact that like I know that right they get swept in in that series with Carolina, but they got swept in a way where it felt like they were in every game, and the fact that you had a team that coming out of that Olympic break had a 3% chance of making the playoffs, 3.8% or whatever, 3.6, and they battled the way that they did, and you got the boost from the young guys from Martone and Foster coming back, and the way that they battled in that Penguin series, and to get this group of kids 10 playoff games
Yeah.
at this stage is huge. And listen, they got a lot of stuff to figure out. They got a lot of big holes to fill. But it's good to have the fact that they were playing meaningful games into May. Right now, we can't
That's
say the
awesome.
same for the team that also plays in that building, because they are a giant turd waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And they're on a whole that's a whole separate conversation. I'm trying to keep this positive. The Flyers, having
I
the Flyers
totally agree with
back,
you there.
and seeing that building the way that we did, and
Let's go
the
Flyers.
right the the seats lit up with orange T-shirts and the rally towels and the like it, and it feels it really did feel like it happened overnight. Like it feel like it was like all of a sudden it was like, holy shit, they're gonna make the playoffs, right? And then they go on this run, where they're playing all these meaningful games down the stretch too. It was just good to have them back.
It was, and you really can appreciate. Some people are like, "Oh, hockey this and hockey that." You got to give it a chance. Like,
For
it's one
sure.
thing to watch a hockey game on TV, and it's another team. Everybody should go to a hockey game.
Yeah, man.
Everybody
They're
needs to
fun.
go.
If you
Everybody
got
needs
a
to
chance to
go.
go, and you got to go to, if you got a chance to be down there for a playoff game or for a
Oh,
meeting,
it is that feeling is just. It's
there's
like
nothing like it.
because all it takes is one play and the game's over.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where you look at the like. I find myself now watch it like I'm checking in like when I get up to exercise in the morning. Like I'm not even going to my shows. I'm like going to YouTube to try to find like, all right, I'm watching the Wild Avalanche
Yep.
highlights, and I'm watching I'm whoever's playing. I'm watching the highlights, trying to, because the playoff hockey is incredible, and to a lesser degree, best the NBA too. It's not as entertaining, but
No,
like
it's fucking
it's
terrible.
it's a, I'll put this in air quotes, it's a better product than the regular season. Not
Yeah.
a great product, but a better product. But Rich, take us home.
Well, I'm turning over a new leaf, so I'm just gonna say goodbye, guys. Just gonna say goodbye. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding. You stuck around, you fucked
The
around, you
fuck
found
is
out.
wrong with you,
I'm
Rich?
Rich. That's Joe, and that's Don. We are drunk on broad. As always, it's fuck Dallas, fuck Spike
Oh,
Eskin.
okay. There we go.
Yeah,
That was
fuck
great.
Davion Taylor, and you know what?
Oh, Davion Taylor.
We're getting him again, and fuck the Cowboys. Billy, we're out. Peace.
Go Birds.
Go fucking birds. Go birds.
Go Birds.
Caw.
What happened?
The